Good morning, everybody. I am Hari Agrawal. I am a practicing chartered accountant in Hyderabad. I was qualified in the year 1986. I have two sons, both of them are chartered accountants. And you have few more chartered accountants from this place, Mr. Suresh Agrawal, Mr. Bhagwan Das Sabu, and many other people who are the regular followers of Guruji. This program could be organized with the consent of our President of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Mr. Devaraj Reddy. He is also, as we all of us know, is a highly spiritual person, and he had an occasion to follow Guruji's satsang, and he was very inclined that this time we'll have a batch of GMCS students to visit the ashram and seek the blessings of Guruji. So with this, all of us have got an opportunity of meeting Guruji and listening to his speeches. On behalf of Poorna Ananda Trust, I welcome you all, the youngest group of chartered accountants hailing from different parts of the country. I am delighted to say a few words about Poorna Ananda Trust and Sadguru Shri Rameshji. The mission of Poorna Ananda is to help people in self-realization and change their perception of life. Through the revelations of secrets of conscious and subconscious mind, the aim here is to lead everyone to joyful living, which is deserved by all creations of God. The founder of the mission, Sadguru Shri Rameshji, is a new generation spiritual guide. Sadguru Shri Rameshji had deep inclination to spirituality right from his childhood. Guruji has been a very successful industrialist for about 20 years in the field of plastics and pharma, heading a company of employing more than 1,200 persons. Thereafter, Guruji entered the field of spirituality as a disciple of Sri Rajendra Brahmachariji. During the initial stages of sadhana, Guruji extensively practiced and mastered yogasanas, pranayam, dhyan, hatha yoga, raj yoga, etc. Guruji later got an opportunity of meeting Brahmagyani Sri Poorna Ananda Swami at Sri Shailam, which is a very religious place, one of the Jyotirlings in Andhra Pradesh. As a disciple of Sri Poorna Ananda Swami, Guruji attained the true state of Brahmagyana. After acquiring the immense spiritual knowledge, Guruji reached the highest state of Brahma Bhava. Guruji takes the spiritual aspirants from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, from narrowed impressions to eternal expansion, from finite to infinite, from sorrow to joy. Guruji makes us realize and establishes us in the self, which is the original state of our being. The process may go through various subjects, such as knowledge of pure consciousness, evolution of the creation, science of cosmic vibrations, projection of the self, transcending the mind, meditation, etc. With the few words, I take this opportunity to request Guruji to enlighten the new generation of chartered accountants of the country. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and most welcome to this heavenly place. I don't know what brought you here. At such a young age, coming to an ashram, I don't know what the world will think about you. But it is definitely a divine coincidence that you are here and we are here. This visit of yours has not taken accidentally. It has not taken place accidentally. It has been created. It is not created yesterday. Even though the decision of bringing you all to this ashram must have been taken place yesterday, but you all have decided to come here. You all had decided long back, either in this birth or in some previous birth. You had some longing. The soul inside your physical body had some longing to meet a spiritual person, to meet an enlightened soul, to be in the midst of spiritual vibes. Somewhere some longing which you might be aware or you may not be aware of, but it has to be there. And this is the science of vibrations which works in our life. Whatever we think, whatever we feel, whatever we imagine, goes to the cosmos as vibrations. They spread in the cosmos, in the whole cosmos. The whole world, the whole universe gets influenced by those vibrations of ours. And whoever is capable of fulfilling your desires, which has gone to the universe as vibrations, those people will get influenced by those vibrations, and those people will come into your life through some accident or coincident, and they will help you in fulfilling your desires. Unknowingly, many a times we emanate negative vibrations, and sometimes we emanate positive vibrations knowingly. But knowingly or unknowingly, all that which we think, all that which we desire, all that which we imagine goes to the cosmos as vibrations, and some time or the other time, those desires will get fulfilled. And you know how these vibrations work? You must have been experiencing day in and day out. Do you think you experience these vibrations? You had ever had the proof of these vibrations working in your life? Any idea? Anyone? Just relax, be comfortable, try to interact, smile. Don't have any kind of stress or tension that you're in a spiritual place, so you have to be, you have to sit tight. And anyway, I don't like those tight faces. If you try to be interactive, not only here, whichever place you are, if you try to be interactive, then you gain much more than by merely listening to someone. Listening is good. Interacting will add to understanding what you listen. And by interacting, you will make the subject which the other person has yours. Did you ever experience these vibrations which I am talking of? How it influences others? And the most common which all of us experience in our daily life. You think of some friend. You talk about your friend with some other friend, and the other friend calls you up. Sometimes you call your friend, and that friend tells you, "Arey tum 100 saal jiyogi." अभी तुम्हारे बारे में ही सोच रही थी. I was thinking about you. What is that moment when you were thinking of someone and she calls or he calls? Maybe he calls more. Or you call someone and the other person was thinking about you. How is this happens? And irrespective of the place or the time, you could be in your city, Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Hyderabad. The other person could be somewhere else, could be in US or somewhere else. It could be a communication over phone or a WhatsApp message or anything else or on email. Sometimes there was a college friend or a school friend and you are remembering one of your friend with whom you have not met for maybe a couple of years. And you are telling your family members or your friends that I had a very good friend in my school days and she was like this, she was like that. It's been a long time, I didn't meet her, I don't know where she is. And you are not in touch, but you are somehow remembering her, thinking about her. And maybe same day in a shopping mall, somewhere in the marriage, some function, suddenly you come across that person. अरे तुम कैसे आए? अरे तुम कैसे यहाँ आई? ये तो मैं यहाँ शादी में आई, मैं भी इसी शादी में आई. This has happened. And it so happens many times that the person could reveal कि मेरा यहाँ आने का कोई प्रोग्राम ही नहीं था. मैं तो मेरे मामा के घर आई थी, मामा को यहाँ आना था, मामा ने कहा कि तुम भी साथ में चलो, घर में क्या करोगे बैठ करके. So I just came with him. एंड मामा को मैंने बोला कि नहीं मैं नहीं जाऊँगी, मैं घर में टीवी देखे बैठो, कोई मुझे नहीं जाना है वहाँ पर, कोई मुझे मिलेगा नहीं, मैं किसी को जानती नहीं. फिर भी मामा ने ज़बरदस्ती लाया. एंड देन यू मीट दैट फ्रेंड. यू सी ऑल दिस स्टोरी which got built up is not by accident. All the coincidences in life do not happen by accident. They are all created. When you create, you don't know. When you create those coincidences, you are not aware. But each and every small coincidence gets created in our life. Created by our thoughts, created by our emotions, created by our imaginations. Nothing happens without any cause. So you have to be very careful that nothing you think which you don't want, nothing you should think which will bring unnecessary pains and sorrows and wrong people in your life. Nothing you should imagine about a situation which you never want in your life. Nothing you should dream which you don't want in your life. And if you want this situation that you should not think anything, you should not dream anything, you should not imagine anything which you don't want, then you have to be consciously aware all the time about your thoughts. Because even unconscious thoughts will go to cosmos as vibrations and they will attract people. As she has said, she thinks of a small child and somehow the small child will get attracted. Likewise, an adult, likewise any other person will get attracted towards you or you will get attracted towards that person. Either the person will meet you through someone or you will meet that person just because you have thought about some situation in your life. So the first rule is to think, to imagine, to dream, to feel only those things which you want in your life and don't think anything else which you don't want in your life. Because the working of the cosmos is such that it doesn't differentiate between your want and your don't want. The cosmic forces and the cosmic software doesn't differentiate between what you want and what you don't want. The moment you imagine something, it is something like you maybe drive a bike or a car and you just imagine that I don't want an accident. I should not meet an accident. I don't want an accident. I should not meet with an accident. Or in your exams, there would have been many students, maybe who had not passed in the first attempt, maybe second attempt, maybe third attempt. If you remember, if you had not passed in the first attempt, if you remember, you were in stress. If you remember, you thought negatively. अरे पास नहीं होंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, पेपर टफ आएगा तो क्या हो जाएगा, मुझे याद नहीं रहेगा तो क्या हो जाएगा. I have studied everything, but my problem is I forget during the exams. और होता भी ऐसा ही है. When you're in the exam hall, even though you know the answers, you'll forget. Mind will go blank. And when you're out, cut, everything flows from the subconscious mind. मुझे तो ये भी आता, मुझे तो ये भी पता था, मैंने ये भी पढ़ा हुआ है. Why does it happen? Somewhere you have been programming your subconscious mind negatively. You didn't want that situation to arise, but exactly that situation arose. Neither the subconscious mind nor the cosmos understands what you want and what you don't want. It understands only that you want. I shouldn't forget. Paper shouldn't be tough. I shouldn't go blank during the exam. I shouldn't meet with an accident. This shouldn't or no, I don't want. All that will go as I want. I met a lady doctor who attended one of my program. After listening to this subject, she came to me and she said that what you said right. Now I recall maybe 3 years of my going to clinic. In these 3 years, at least 30 times I met with an accident. And now I remember all those days when I left for the clinic, and if a thought came that I should not meet with an accident, I met with an accident. Either I went and hit someone or someone came from somewhere and hit me. She says, how to get out of this situation? I said, you are attracting accident. By thinking that I shouldn't meet with an accident, you are attracting accident. See, very subtle point, but a very, very important point. A very subtle point. I don't want accident. It will happen. Because when you are thinking I don't want, you are thinking about that which you don't want. So when you are thinking of that more, don't is only side dish. The main dish is idli dosa. This don't is only chutney sambar. You are thinking of accident and I don't want accident. You are thinking of failure and I don't want failure. So bigger part is what? Bigger part is that which you don't want. So the cosmos understands that bigger part as you want. And it will conveniently create that in your life which you don't want. So first rule is never have such negative wants. Think only which you want. Imagine only which you want. Dream only which you want. Feel only which you want. And by accident, unconsciously, unknowingly, a thought comes which you don't want. Now I am going to give you a technique, because your minds are not in your control, isn't it? Every mind is not in the control. It is completely decontrolled. So when it is decontrolled, until you control negative thoughts or all those which you don't want will arise from the mind. the simplest technique is be aware what the mind is thinking, and the moment you realize that mind has thought about something which you don't want, immediately replace with what you want. I don't want to meet with an accident. A thought has come. Maybe from office you are coming back home and a negative thought comes, अरे कहीं accident नहीं हो जाए. Immediately replace with, I am going to safely reach my home. A positive thought. मूवी जा रहे हैं, टिकट मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा. Immediately replace. आज मूवी देख करके आएंगे. For anything, if a negative thought has come, replace it with a positive thought. Then it will immediately get neutralized. This is one very, very important aspect of living a life which you want. You have two options. Either live a life which you want, or allow the life to live you the way life wants you to live. Don't make the life to live you the way life wants to live you. No. You should live your life. And it is very easy to live your life. It is very easy to live your life the way you want to live. If you can delete, if you can eliminate, if you can erase all that from your subconscious mind which you don't want, then what will remain in your mind is what you want. Erase and delete all the negative vibrations which you have sent in the cosmos, all those which you don't want. What will remain in the cosmos is what you want. And then see the difference. Then see the difference in life. Everything will start happening in your life the way you want it to happen, not the way someone else wants it to happen. Even though it may take some time, because before coming to this place and before listening to this secret, you would have already sent a lot of negative vibrations in the cosmos. You would have already signaled your subconscious mind a lot with negative vibrations, negative signals. But don't bother about all that. Let them happen if they want to happen. From now onwards, from this moment onwards, have the belief that all that will happen in life which I want them to happen, and nothing will happen which I don't want them to happen. This one strong conviction, strong belief has the power to erase the past impressions in the subconscious mind and all those vibrations which unknowingly have gone to the cosmos. The simplest one. So clear? I mean, is it logical, scientific? Because here, maybe before coming to this ashram, you would have thought, "Kare, kya ashram ja rahe hain? Atma, Paramatma, God, Bhagwan, Puja, Mantra, यहाँ कुछ नहीं मिलेगा." Our mantra is this: live a life which you want. This is the mantra. Every moment you have to be happy. This is the mantra. You should know how to be joyful. This is the mantra. No traditional system we have in this ashram. You won't believe, even though we are into spiritual path, we have an ashram. Maybe more than 50% we have youngsters as followers. And we like youngsters more than the oldsters. To give you some logic, to give you some secrets, you would accept it much easier than people who are older in age. Their minds are conditioned. Youngsters don't have conditions in their mind, but they want logic. They want scientific explanation. So what we are talking is pure science. And please remember, science and spirituality are not two different things. Spirituality is pure science. Anyone who talks taking the scriptures as base, गीता में ये लिखा हुआ है, रामायण में ये लिखा हुआ है, भागवत में ये लिखा हुआ है, वेदों में ये लिखा हुआ है, उपनिषद में ये लिखा हुआ है, and if that person is not able to give you logical reasoning, then know that that person is not spiritual at all. A spiritual person is a scientist. He is a spiritual scientist. Even if he refers to scriptures, Veda, Upanishad, he will give you logical explanation. Because they are all based on logic. They are not based on any superficial concepts or dreams or imagination of someone. They are pure logic because Rishi Munis have written those Vedas and Shastras. But the people who have read are not Rishi Munis. So they are not able to decode properly those scriptures. Or else, if you know how to decode the scriptures, we are very lucky. Our Guruji, the Swamiji here, even though he looks like a traditional, Hindu saint kind of a person, but I have not seen a bigger scientist than him. We have seen philosophers coming to him, Veda experts coming to him, who had Veda by-hearted, 1,00,000 Shrutis in Veda, by-hearted. He didn't by heart. Upanishads, Gita, people used to come and quote. And he would decode such alphabets of Sanskrit, such words of Sanskrit. He would read in between the lines, which even those Vedic Pandits couldn't do that. So we found him to be the real scientist of spirituality. And the knowledge which he gave us is pure science. And pure science is spiritual. Spirituality is pure science. So don't ever run away from spirituality. Run away from those gurus who don't merge science and spirituality. Yes, run away from those gurus. But go to those gurus who create that fusion. Yes, Guru Ma was talking of fusion in the last satsang. Go to those people who create fusion into spirituality and the science, the logical spirituality. Let us call it logical spirituality. We believe in God. We believe in the supreme nature, consciousness, all pervasive. God also is highly misunderstood word. Many people consider God as maybe, Shiva or Krishna or Rama. And some others will not accept. क्या पता कृष्ण आए या नहीं आए, पैदा हुए नहीं हुए? How do I know? राम भगवान संसार में आए नहीं आए? How do I know? घर में पूजा रूम है, फोटो है, माँ बाप पूजा करते हैं, तुमको भी बोलते हैं, आप भी जा करके पूजा कर लेते हो. But I don't think many people really have those emotions, that bhakti, that devotion towards that photograph or a idol. Because you have never seen. You will have devotion towards someone whom you have seen. But not just somebody has said and somebody is imposing on you. God is what? The full form of God is that energy, that power which generates, operates and destructs is God. If you like, you can applause, you can clap. God is generation, operation, and destruction. The energy which generates, the energy which has generated, created from somewhere, it has generated the whole universe. And there has to be some energy, some force, which we call it as consciousness, Chetana. In Hindu scriptures, it is called as Brahman, Paramatma, कुछ भी नाम से बोलिए. But it is basically an energy, a formless energy. From that, the form has emanated. So it has generated the world, it has generated the earth, it has generated sun, moon, stars, the electromagnetic forces, the forces of attraction and repulsion. These are all generated by some force. There is no one single entity कि कहीं से विष्णु भगवान आ गए, उन्होंने ऐसा किया, ये जनरेट हो गया है. कोई शिवा आए, उन्होंने डिस्ट्रक्शन कर दिया. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. These are all stories created behind this science so that an illiterate, a common person understands God as something like this, because normally we being in the physical form, we cannot believe a non-physical entity. Being in the physical, we always look at everything as physical only. So for all those people who doesn't understand, who do not understand the formless, the energy, force, ये ऊर्जा जो नहीं समझते हैं, उनके लिए स्टोरीज बना दी गई है. ये विष्णु भगवान है, ये ब्रह्मा है, ये कमल के फूल पर बैठे रहते हैं, ब्रह्मा जी क्रिएट करते हैं, ही इज द क्रिएटर. विष्णु भगवान सस्टेन करते हैं जो ब्रह्मा जी ने क्रिएट कर दिया. विष्णु भगवान के पास में कोई उपाय भी नहीं है, ब्रह्मा जी क्रिएट करते जा रहे हैं, बेचारे सस्टेन करते जा रहे हैं. like your parents have created you, they have no other option than to sustain you. Yeah, after some time, the Shiva will appear in your life. You know whom I am talking about. That Rudra Roop will. How many of you are married? I am talking of girls. Okay. They know much better than others. It's in a lighter vein. So eventually Shiva will come into your life for destruction. But he will not make it appear so. He will make you appear, I am going to create a new life for you. Come, join me. Yeah. क्यों स्मृति? ऐसा ही है ना? देखो, ये हरि अग्रवाल अंकल की बहू है, हस्बैंड के पास बैठी है, बोल रही है ऐसा ही है. I don't know what is going to happen to the husbands of chartered accountant girls. Thank God. You know what I mean. I can only pity, because they will be the SSCs, husbands will be the SSCs, and the wives will be the assessing authorities. Every day they have to put forward the daily accounts to you, not only financial, where all you have gone, with whom you have gone, how much time you have spent with each one of them, that account. Because the lady is going to doubt, and then randomly you will audit. I am talking all your terms. Randomly you will audit to check the authenticity of the accounts and the financials and the balance sheet submitted to you. the poor guy has to pay advance tax because your birthday is going to come, anniversary. So in advance he has to pay the tax. And if he forgets your birthdays and anniversaries, penalty, panel interest, and under the table bribe. Maaf kar do, galti ho gayi. And this is going to happen because eventually men are men. They will remember everything in the world except the wife's birthday and the anniversary. Because nobody would like to remember those black days, आप बचे हुए हो, वाइफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट नहीं है. Anyway, I'm so happy that youngsters are here with this beautiful degree, and genuinely I wish you all, no, my talk is not over yet. Unless you want it to end here. You want to listen more? Okay. Genuinely, I wish you all to have happiness, peace, prosperity, above all, family harmony, a good life, a life which you deserve, a life which you want. And eventually, spiritual evolution, I would pray for everyone, because that is our ultimate goal. Taking human birth again is not by accident. You are not born as a human being by accident. And please, don't take it for granted. Why are we not born as a dog or a cat or a donkey outside? Why are we not born as them? Why are we born as human beings? There is a solid reason, logical reason behind this. And fortunately, you are born as a woman, a female among the human beings. The female aspect, the feminine aspect, and the powers in the feminine aspect of the creation. This creation is created by Shakti, and Shakti is the feminine aspect. You are the Shakti. Why are you the Shakti? Just because you are the female? You have to realize that why you have the Shakti. If a female, a woman, has much more power than a male aspect of the creation. Much more. Thousands and thousand times more. I am not just flabbergasting you. It is because men are predominantly intelligent beings. Women are predominantly emotional beings. Emotions has the power, not the intelligence. Emotions has the power, not the intelligence. Intelligence is the byproduct of emotions. Intelligence has got emanated from you, from your emotions. You have the power of emotions. But unfortunately, not many realize this, or not many are aware of this, and you use your power of emotions for wrong purposes, for negative purposes. Again, the emotions do not differentiate between what you want and what you don't want. Emotions do not differentiate between a negative thought and a positive thought, or a negative emotion or a positive emotion. Without differentiating what you want, will just make that instrument operate for which you have plugged into it. Simple, isn't it? You remove the plug and put the plug of the speaker, speaker will operate. Remove the plug of speaker, put the plug of the light, light will operate. Put the plug of fan, fan will operate. Remove it, put the plug of a TV, TV will operate. It doesn't differentiate what you want and what you don't want. Exactly is the power of emotions. You are an embodiment of emotions. You are the powerhouse. You are the powerhouse. It's not I am repeating or revealing this for the first time, seeing you all youngsters here. This is the most favorite subject of mine, which in my satsangs also, I keep telling women that they are the powerhouse. And that is why I have more of Gopiyan as followers. I don't like these intelligent beings. इनके साथ में तो सिर फोड़ना पड़ता है. Emotional beings, if they just emanate emotions, काम हो जाता है. Even in spiritual enlightenment, you would have heard less of women enlightened than men. Very few you will find women enlightened. I am fortunate, and I have proved this point, that the real candidates for enlightenment, spiritual upliftment, progress, growth, moksha, mukti, whatever you call Brahmagyani, are the women, not men. And in our group, there are more women who are enlightened than men. I am so happy about it. You have that potential, but you have to be careful in using this powerhouse. Use it for right purpose. Think about it properly. You are not born, as I said, in the human form by accident, and you are not born as a woman by accident. There is a great science which has worked behind your taking the body of a woman and as a human being, which you are not aware. You know, even in human being, what do you think? Is it a one entity, or there are more than one entity in a human being? Human being is made up of two entities. One is the human. The form which we are in is called a human form. The dog or a cat or a donkey, they are in the animal form. We are in the human form. The human being is a combination of human and being. Being is the divine consciousness. Human is the form, the physical form. The combination of the physical human form and the supreme divine being is human being. We are always in contact with the divine being, the supreme power of the whole creation. That divine being which is the creator of this creation, it is attached to us, and that is why we are human beings. The whole powerhouse is moving with us all the time. That is why we are called as human beings. Now it is up to the human to derive as much power from this being which is with us. And do you know how much power normally we derive from this being? How much normally we derive powers from the being? How much powerful is a human being generally? Any idea? How much power we use normally? No idea? चलिए, कौन बनेगा करोड़पति खेलते हैं. Anyone who wins will be given 5 crores by Hari Agarwal ji. हम सबको आश्रम लाएं तो कुछ ना कुछ तो देना ही पड़ेगा। अभी भी है क्या? थोड़ा फ़ोन करना अरुण जेटली साहब को। आई विल गिव यू 4 ऑप्शंस. How much normally the power we invoke in ourselves? 5%, 25%, 50%, or 75%? That's all. Chartered accountants are very pessimistic. How many go with 5%? How many of you agree to 5%? अरे तुमने बोला, तुम ही हाथ नहीं उठा रही है, हाथ उठाओ. How many agree to 5% that we use only 5% of our powers? And how many of you agree to 25%? थोड़े हैं optimistic थोड़े. And how many agree to 50% कि we use 50%? And 75%? हाथ उठते उठते रह गया. 75%. Unfortunately, the crowd wins, the majority wins. 5% is with the majority. A normal human being uses only 5% of his potential powers. Only 5%. 95% goes waste. And super extraordinary people who have created some name for themselves. Could be a scientist like Einstein, could be a businessman, maybe Bill Gates, could be a professional in your field, could be anybody whom the world knows, maybe President of India or President of US or such people, or Salman Khan or Deepika Padukone for us. All those people who are, very few in numbers, what do you think they would have used? How much powers, how much potential powers? Yes, you'll be surprised to note that most ordinary human being uses only 5% of their potential powers, and those people who have achieved great heights in their profession, in their field, and the world knows them, they have used only 10% of their potential powers. Just 10%. The difference is only from 5 to 10. For them also 90% goes waste. Who are those people who would have used more than 10%? Only spiritual, enlightened saints, yogis, the real sadhus, those people who have walked on the path of spirituality. They have known the Creator and they became the Creator. They have used more than 10%. Otherwise, normal human beings restrict themselves to 10%. Now, for you to go from 5 to 10% is not very difficult. Just the 5%. Just the 5% difference. If you know that 5%, you can become one of those people whom the world will know. But my advice is more than becoming that whom the world will know. You can become. But it shouldn't be at the cost of happiness. Achievement should never be at the cost of happiness. Most of the people who went into depression and most of the people who committed suicide were those people who achieved great heights. Unfortunately, many of those people went into depression, committed suicide, because they were themselves never happy with their achievements. Achievement is such that it will never give you contentment. You might aim for some achievement. When you achieve that, the aim, the goal goes up to next level. So it doesn't give you that contentment, happiness, maybe for a short while, but again the goal will go farther away from you and you again strive to work for that goal. You achieve that goal, you think that you have achieved, immediately your mind will tell, अरे नहीं नहीं और ये goal achieve करना है, अब तो ये करना है. So in that you are only getting used as a donkey in this world. I remember a story. There was a washerman. He had a dog and a donkey. One night, a thief came to the house of that washerman. While he was trying to enter, the donkey had seen the thief and the dog was sleeping. So donkey told the dog, "Hey, you bark. Wake up the master. Otherwise this thief will enter and steal whatever master has." He said, "Hey, let me sleep." That is master's karma, his prarabdha karma. He prays to God every day morning, वो सबका आरती करता है भगवान का, मेरी थोड़ी आरती करता है. उसको जो करना है भगवान करेगा. You sleep, let me also sleep. So donkey said, "नहीं, this is not good." He started braying. Donkey brays, so he started braying. Master woke up, caught the thief. Master thought this dog did not do his duty, and this donkey did the duty of the dog also. Because that donkey was very clever. Somewhere he read success stories. And one of the quote in the success story was, "If you rest, you will rust." If you attend some motivational talks, people will talk like that. If you rest, you will rust. So you will not rest. भागते रहोगे, भागते रहोगे, भागते रहोगे. घर वाले पसंद करे नहीं करे, हस्बैंड पसंद करे नहीं करे, बच्चों को टाइम दे नहीं दे, फैमिली लाइफ एंजॉय करे नहीं करे, हैप्पीनेस हो नहीं हो, भागते रहोगे. डोंट रेस्ट, यू विल रस्ट. और डोंकी ने सुन लिया कहीं, ब्रेक किया, चोर पकड़ा गया. मास्टर वॉज हैप्पी. ही सेड, "गुड डोंकी, वेरी गुड डोंकी." उसने कुत्ते को निकाल दिया और डोंकी का कोटा बढ़ा दिया. द कोटा ऑफ द ग्रास इंक्रीज फॉर द डोंकी because he did a good job. And he said, "Very good. Daytime में carry my clothes, night watchman." Donkey was happy with the appreciation. Anybody would be happy with the appreciation. Donkey started taking all the dirty load of the clothes of washerman in the daytime, and night properly remaining awake whole night. And somewhere he read, again quote from the success stories, "Sleepless nights will help you achieve your goals." तो जगे रहो, सोना नहीं चाहिए. So slowly, day working for the washerman, night working as a watchman, no sleep. और उसको खुश रखने के लिए मालिक कुछ ना कुछ खिलाता रहता है, पिलाता रहता है. But over a period of time, that poor donkey lost his charm, that glow on the face. Donkey के भी glow होता है face पर. अच्छे donkey होंगे तो glow होता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे चेहरे पे ही glow होता है. Ask the female donkey और ask the male donkey, बोले क्या ये female donkey के चेहरे पे बहुत glow है. So the donkey lost all the glow. Youth it lost and became old. So it is said that don't put your happiness at stake just for achieving something big. What is important is happiness. Somebody has said very cleverly that Success means what? If you are happy with your achievement, you are successful. If you are not happy with your achievement, you are a failure. Success or failure is never judged based on your bank balance, based on your status, based on your name, fame, etc., or looks. No. Success is just based on how happy you are. I don't talk of IQ, I may talk of EQ, and I may talk of HQ. IQ is the lowest level of subject for consideration. I don't ever consider IQ as relevance in life. EQ, yes, emotional quotient, and HQ is happiness quotient. If you are happy all the time, irrespective, you might live in a small house, a small room, you don't have luxuries, you don't have AC, but if you are happy all the time, you are the most successful being on the earth. You can consider yourself as a successful being because God is happy with you. God is happy with those people who are happy on the earth. God is always looking at those people who are joyful, who are smiling, no tight faces, no tight brains. God doesn't like them. So those people who keep their brains tight and faces tight, God बोलता है इसको छोड़ दो, लगने दो इसको. जब मस्त रहता है, हंसता रहता है, God की नज़र उसके ऊपर पड़ती है. So what is important in life? See, you might get into a job, you might get into a profession, you might get into family business, you might have many options, but remember one thing, whatever you do it for happiness. Be happy all the time. Search and crave for happiness and do nothing which takes away happiness from you. This is the most important aspect of life. And you never know if you are going to get this human life again. You can get this human life again if you are a happy being. If you are a joyful being, yes, you will get the human life again. And you will get the best of the best life of human if you are a happy being and joyful being. But if you work like a donkey, what life you will get next birth? It's a simple science. The next birth is decided based on the life which we live in this birth. This birth becomes the seed for your next birth. Your previous birth was the seed for this birth. I am very clear, and you also be very clear, that this birth has not come free of cost to you. You have paid a heavy price already. You have paid advance tax. You have paid service tax. You have paid GST in the past birth. And the result of that is this life. It has not come free of cost. So please don't take it for granted. And make this birth as the cause for a much beautiful birth next birth, if you want so. And if you don't want so, come again to this ashram, I'll enlighten you. Now some small tips for making your life a joyful experience. You know, I was talking about this human being concept. Human being is the combination of two entities. One, the human, which we are in the human form. Second, the being, the divine entity. Together is the human being. You can draw as much power from this being as much you want, provided you become one with the being. You cannot draw that power without becoming one with the being. The socket and plug. How can the plug draw power from the socket? Only if it becomes one with the socket. Isn't it? If the plug is put properly into the socket, they have become one. So it is drawing the power. Now you create a plug which is loose. It doesn't become one. It is loose. It is moving. It will only give shock treatments. It will switch off. It will burn away the air conditioner. So there has to be a perfect combination and coordination between the human and the being. For this, to draw maximum power from that being which is always with you, within you, you have to keep your mind always calm. Your mind has to be peaceful, devoid of any agitation, no fear, no anxiety, no negativity, because the being doesn't have all this. The being which I am talking, the divine being, is a peaceful being. That is why it is called always in bliss. If you are in bliss, you become one with the divine being. When you become one with the divine being, you will draw all the power of the divine being. It has all the power in the universe. When it can create the universe, why can't we create small incidents in life? Why can't we create situations which we want in life? When the power to create the universe exists in that being, why not small powers to create situations and circumstances which suits us be created by becoming one with the being? So to become one with the being, you have to be a peaceful human. You have to be a happy human. You have to be a joyful human. And to be happy, to be joyful, to be always in a peaceful mode, irrespective of situation or circumstances, some small tips I can give you. Have the 3 golden A's with you and avoid 3 rusted A's. ताश के पत्ते में 3 A's, जिसके पास में 3 इक्के हैं वो जीता है. So have the 3 A's, golden A's, and discard, avoid the rusted 3 A's. Now what are the 3 A's which you should have? 1 A is the acceptance. Accept life as it is. Accept life situations as they are. Accept parents as they are. Accept your siblings, brothers, sisters, people around you as they are, without any comparison, without any competition. Just accept life situation as it is the one of the biggest secret of spirituality, which works beautifully in real life. Our agitation, most of the agitation is non-acceptance. Non-acceptance. किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया, non-acceptance. Parents ने कुछ बोल दिया, non-acceptance. Husband कुछ बोलेगा, non-acceptance. Life situation, non-acceptance. Job, promotion, salary, हर जगह non-acceptance is the cause for agitation. If you accept, mind will be at peace. When the mind will be at peace, it will become one with the being. When it becomes one with the being, automatically you become the powerful being. You all know that if you want to set curd from the milk, what do? How can the milk be set as curd? How do you do it? दूध में थोड़ा सा दही डाल करके, you leave it for some time, then it will set as curd. But suppose उस दूध में थोड़ा दही डाल करके आप दूध को हिलाते रहो, Will it set into curd? It will not. Even 24 hours, 48 hours, 10 साल भी उसको हिलाते रहो दूध को, it will not set as curd. Right? Isn't it? Same way, you have to set your mind as curd. So you have to bring it regularly, at regular intervals, to a standstill mode. And once the milk sets as curd, you can draw butter from the milk. Then you can churn the curd and you can get the butter. The same butter existed in the milk, but you couldn't draw that butter from the milk directly. You have to go through the process. In the same way, your achievement, your success, the more the potential powers which you can use is possible only if you set your mind into a butter form, into a curd form. Peace, calmness, and that is possible through acceptance. Just accept life situation as it is. Accept the way you are. Your memory may not be very sharp. You may not be very intelligent compared to your colleagues or boss. Your parents may not be as good as others' parents. Your siblings may not be like others. Your friends may not be as cooperative as others' friends. Don't bother. Accept everything as it is. Second A is amend. I am talking little in your accountancy language. Amendments. You know the various laws, income tax laws, Company Act law, sales tax law, service tax laws. When Companies Act 1956 originally, I remember the year. 1956 Companies Act, how many times it would have been amended? Why is it amended? Suppose it was not amended, what would have happened? It would have not worked. Because times are changing, experiences are changing. So, even the act has to be amended to tune itself with the changing times. You also have to make amendments in your behavior, nature, attitude, based on the different times, different situations. As you grow in life, you also need to make an amendment in your act. You shouldn't be Companies Act 1956 without amendment. You will break one day. All those people who continue to amend, make amendments in their act, they are the happy beings. Depending on situations. I have changed my act today. Sitting with you, talking to you. I am talking differently, you can ask these people. Usually our satsangs are of different level, different subject. Very high, very deep. But seeing you all good, fresh faces, smiling, glowing faces, I am also feeling young. Making jokes. If I sit quietly with that Rudraksh mala, some turban with big beard, and talk only about Atma, Paramatma, Chetana, you all will run away from here. So only to make you comfortable, I have made amendments in my talk. You can ask Guruma. We keep doing that. Depending on people we are with, we make amendments. So never have a conditioned mind, never have a conditioned nature. नहीं, मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट लाइफ में यही है. मुझे कई लोग कहते हैं कि गुरुजी हमारा लाइफ में कॉन्सेप्ट ऐसा ऐसा है. गुरुजी हमारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऐसे हैं. हम दोनों कई बार बात करते हैं गुरुमा से. मैं गुरुमा को पूछता हूँ अपने लाइफ में कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है. हम दोनों आधे घंटा सोचते हैं. तो अपने लाइफ में तो कोई कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. वी आर कॉन्सेप्टलेस बीइंग्स. नो कॉन्सेप्ट्स एट ऑल. कोई फिक्स्ड कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है लाइफ में, कोई फिक्स्ड कंडीशन ही नहीं है. एक भी कॉन्सेप्ट हमारे माइंड में आता ही नहीं है कि वी आर लिविंग विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. नो. अब कोई बोल दे कि नहीं आप स्पिरिचुअल गुरु हो तो स्पिरिचुअल कॉन्सेप्ट होगा. नहीं, अभी यहाँ से बाहर निकलेंगे, घर जाएंगे, ये धोती कुर्ता गया, जीन्स टी शर्ट आ गया, और शाम को मल्टीप्लेक्स में मूवी देख रहे हैं शाहरुख खान आलिया भट्ट की. फिर वहाँ से निकलते हैं, रात में रेस्टोरेंट जाते हैं, चाइना बिस्ट्रो. फिर रात को 12:30 बजे वहाँ idli.com में इडली रात में खाते हैं. 1 बजे कॉफ़ी पीने जाएंगे. ऐसा रोज नहीं होता है. आई एम नॉट सो स्पॉइल्ड, बट आई एम सेइंग वी कीप मेकिंग दोज अमेंडमेंट्स. व्हाट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट अमेंडमेंट्स. सो कीप मेकिंग अमेंडमेंट्स. फिक्स्ड रिजिड मत होइए. When the wind blows with full speed, जब आंधी चलती है, सबसे पहले एक बड़ा पेड़ जो अपने आप को कुछ समझ के मान के चल रहा था, वो गिरेगा. The tree will fall, and the small blade of grass, nothing happens to it. क्यों? किस लिए नहीं गिरता है वो ग्रास ऑफ ब्लेड? जिस तरफ से विंड आएगा वो ऐसे मुड़ जाएगा, इधर से विंड आएगा ऐसे मुड़ जाएगा. ट्री स्टबन. तो जो स्टबन होता है सबसे पहले लाइफ में वही गिरता है. एंड इट इज नॉट द पावर ऑफ द विंड which throws the tree on the ground, which uproots the tree. It is not the power of the wind which uproots the tree. It is its stubbornness which uproots itself. Remember this. It is not the power of the wind. अगर विंड का पावर होता तो एक ग्रास को भी अप्रूट करना चाहिए था. So it is not the power of the wind. When that wind, the wind gales 1000 kilometer speed, एक छोटे से ग्रास को कुछ नहीं कर सकता है, means it has no power. It is your stubbornness which will uproot you. So keep making amendments. First is A, acceptance. जिसके पास में फ़ोन है कुछ लिखने के लिए, you can note it down. Or maybe if they are shooting, I don't know, I think it is being shot. If you want, you can get the movie itself. First is acceptance, second is amendment. Keep amending yourself, keep making amendments. And third is appreciation. Keep appreciating left and right. The washerman appreciated the donkey. Donkey worked whole life for the washerman. If you want people to work for you, not with any selfish interest, but keep making appreciation, because every soul likes appreciation. Every day morning, yes, one concept I follow. Every day morning, I appreciate Guru Ma. आज बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. See, she's blushing. She's blushing. Anybody will blush. मुझे भी अप्रिशिएट, क्या बात है आज बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हो. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. रात भर नींद नहीं आई, आई एम इन हाफ स्लीप, माई फेस इज डल, बट शील अप्रिशिएट अच्छे लग रहे हो. नहीं, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है. अब मुझे पता है कि वो झूठी अप्रिसिएशन कर रही है, बट अंदर से अच्छा लग रहा है, गुदगुदी हो रही है. स्टार्ट अप्रिशिएटिंग पीपल, कलीग्स, फैमिली मेंबर्स. Everyone likes appreciation. So these 3 A's: accept, amend, and appreciate. Avoid the rusted 3 A's. They are rusted. Arrogance. Don't have the attitude of arrogance. You will only attract negative vibrations. You know, I was talking of vibrations in the starting. There are positive vibrations. There could be negative vibrations. Positive vibrations are blessings. अरे इसके साथ अच्छा होना चाहिए. She is a good girl. She should progress in life. इसको अच्छा husband मिले, इसको ऐसे लोग मिले, अच्छी family मिले. Negative vibrations, arrogant है ना, इसको खड़ूस husband मिले. इसकी सांस ऐसी मिले, इसको रोज तंग करे. These are negative vibrations. Curse, shrap. Don't ever attract negative vibrations. If you are arrogant, you will attract negative vibrations. So first rule to have a good life is not to be arrogant. So avoid arrogance, avoid argument. No arrogance, no argument, because arguments will lead you never ever to any logical conclusion. Even if you win an argument, you will be a loser, because you will lose a friend, you might lose a colleague, you might lose a well-wisher, you might lose a family member, you might lose happier moments of life. Argument can lead to only losses. Even if you win an argument, you will be a loser. So never ever argue. Arrogance, avoid. Argument, avoid. And third is anger. Never get angry. Don't shout. These three avoid. The first three, keep it with you. Now, 3 desires which you should have, and 3 desires you should avoid. What are the 3 desires we can have? Number 1 is desire to be happy all the time. Let the desire always be with you that I want to be happy all the time. Keep thinking that you want to be happy all the time. Being happy is just a thought away from you. I'll make you do some affirmations by Gyandeep. I think she made you do some meditation. How was it? You all liked it? That place is a very powerful place where Swamiji's idol is put. In fact, even if no one makes you do meditation, if you just go and close your eyes, and if you are here for some more time and you have free time, just go sit, just close your eyes. You don't have to do anything. He will do whatever he has to do. We will make you do some affirmations, and you will really be surprised that simple affirmations can take you from a different, from the present state to a different state. Just affirmations. So 3 desires you can have. 1, desire to be happy all the time. Desire to make others happy. And the third is desire to become desireless. Eventually, the happiest being will be a person who has no desire at all. He is the happiest. Three desires which you shouldn't have. Avoid those desires. Number 1, desire to acquire. Desire to acquire this, acquire that. ये भी acquire करो, ये भी acquire करो, ये भी acquire करो. That is only bind you. That will only create pain and sorrow, because there is no rule in this universe that we can acquire everything which we want. But mind will desire to acquire. So eventually the mind will lead to a disappointing state. Don't have the desire to acquire. Number 2, don't desire to make money by hook or crook. Never do that. All those people who got into trouble in the financial matters are those people who wanted to make money by hook or crook. Eventually they landed in trouble. Because when you desire to acquire either an object, a matter, or money, you will slowly come into contact with such people who will help you in fulfilling your desire by hook or crook. And you might fall prey to them. So don't have that desire also. And third desire, not to desire to change others. The worst of desire. Many people have this habit. इसको बदलना है, उनको बदलना है, मेरे घर वालों को बदलना है, मेरे दोस्त को बदलना है. They want to change others, but no one wants to change themselves. The worst of desire is to desire to change others. Don't have that desire to change others. And the last 3 S you can have and avoid 3 S. The first S which you should have is smile. Smile is the biggest weapon you have to destroy negativity, to destroy enmity. Smile is the biggest weapon or the biggest tool you have. I had a person who came to me. He says, my mind is very, very negative, always thinks negative. He has done all the courses to get rid of this negativity. He has a shop. He says, कोई customer भी आता है, मुझे लगता है कि sales tax वाला आ गया. कोई कस्टमर कुछ ले रहा है, पैसे दे रहा है, नकली नोट दे रहा होगा. In everything, कहीं ऑर्डर किया है फॉर द गुड्स, पैसे ले लेगा, चेक पास हो जाएगा, he will not supply the material. Always negative. He says, all techniques he tried. He said, nothing works. Can you help me? I said, simple solution I can give you. He said, what? I said, whenever you have a negative thought, whenever your mind thinks negative, just close your eyes, smile, look at the mind, keep smiling. बोला वो तो ठीक है, और क्या करूं? मैंने कहा और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. बोला नहीं, ये स्माइल कर लूंगा और क्या करूं? Because he has already gone through so many techniques to get rid of negativity and big techniques. मैंने कहा just close your eyes and smile. He says, will it work? I said 100% money back guarantee. मैंने पैसा लिया ही नहीं तो कोई प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं था. We don't charge any money for anything whatsoever. हमारे सत्संग फ्री होते हैं, सब फ्री होता है, उल्टा हम खिलाते हैं लोगों को. हमारे थर्सडे सत्संग होते हैं, सबसे पहले समोसा, जलेबी, मिठाई, कचौरी, ढोकला. गुरु माँ बोली ज़्यादा मत बोलो, भूख लग जाएगा. ऐसा लगी हुई है क्या? आर यू फीलिंग हंग्री? यस. ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं किया क्या? हाँ? You have sent them hungry? भागना चाह रहे हैं क्या क्लास से? गुरु माँ बोल रहे हैं सब भागना चाह रहे हैं यहाँ से. Are you all serious to run away? I have no issue. We can stop it here. मैं भी देखता हूँ मछलियाँ फंसी हुई है तो फंसा के रखो. अरे खाना पीना तो रोज नहीं, आपको खिलाएंगे, अच्छा खाना खिलाएंगे, डोंट बॉदर अबाउट इट. बिकॉज आई डोंट नो फिर कब मौका मिलेगा. कस्टमर दुकान में आ गया तो छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए उसे. आज तो डोर बंद नहीं है, वरना हम तो डोर बंद करके लॉक भी कर देते हैं. वो अमिताभ बच्चन के जैसे लॉक करके चाबी दिखा करके फेंक देता है. अब कहाँ जाओगे? एनीवे, दिस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, सो आई थॉट आई विल शेयर विद यू. आई विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम नाउ. गुरु माँ तो क्या है, वो रोज़ सुनते सुनते बोर हो जाती है मेरे से. आप शुरू होते हो तो बड़ बोलते जाते हो. लेकिन आई डोंट नो, फ्रॉम सो मेनी प्लेसेस यू ऑल हैव कम एंड नॉट सच थिंग्स नॉर्मली एनीबडी वुड टीच. लोग मोटिवेट करेंगे, रास्ता दिखाएंगे, ऐसे करो वैसे करो, बट अबाउट लाइफ, अबाउट सच थिंग्स. सो एनीवे, दिस 3 S's, 1 smile. That is the biggest tool you have for all your problems. दुश्मनी है, स्माइल कीजिए, झुक जाइए, दुश्मनी खत्म हो जाएगी. नेगेटिव थॉट्स, स्माइल कीजिए, नेगेटिविटी भाग जाएगी. वो जो आदमी का किस्सा बता रहा था, that guy met me after 2 months. मैंने पूछा कि कैसे हो, बोला मस्त हूँ एकदम, बहुत अच्छा हूँ. ही वॉज स्माइलिंग. आई सेड वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स. बोला कौन से नेगेटिव थॉट्स? बोले अरे आपने बोला था ना नेगेटिव थॉट्स बहुत आते हैं. बोला मैंने कब बोला था? दैट गाई फॉरगॉट अबाउट हिज नेगेटिव प्रॉब्लम्स. सारा नेगेटिविटी खत्म ही हो गया जस्ट स्माइल से. सो हैव 3S. 1 is smile. Number 2, surrender. Surrenderness. Always remain surrendered to the Almighty, to the Supreme Divine Being, to the human being में जो being है, जो divine है, उसके surrender रहो. जब कोई रास्ता नहीं दिखे लाइफ में, when you feel that all doors are closed, मैं भी भूखा भूखा इतना बात कर रहा हूँ यार, तुम भूखे थोड़ा सुन सकते हो ना. When all the doors are closed, surrender to the divinity. Hey being, now you take care. It's up to you to take care. And you become free. I can challenge you. The solution will immediately spring up, because in that being, there is nothing which is not solvable. Everything is solvable. It has the perfect solution for everything. So remain surrendered to that being, to the Almighty, to your being, or to whoever. Smile, surrender. And number 3 is self-awareness. Always remain aware of yourself, and that self is the divine being. And the 3S you should avoid is selfishness. Please avoid selfishness. Second to avoid is sleeplessness. You should every day, every night, minimum 7 hours sleep is essential. Anything which disturbs your sleep, don't do it. In the sleep, if your office, you see in your dream your office, client, income tax officer, appellate tribunal, stop going to office. Avoid sleeplessness. You should sleep well, deep sleep properly. And third S to avoid is stress. Stress. All sorts of stress you must avoid. These are the tips. If you follow in life, you will be always a happy, peaceful being and a very powerful being with divinity projected on your face itself. People will tell you, hey, you look different. क्या बात है, कहाँ जाके आई हो? पूर्णानंद आश्रम गई थी मैं. ऐसे बोलोगे. Smiling, without stress, positive. This is how you need to live life. I don't want to take much time of yours. वरना मेरी ऑडिट, मेरा ट्रिब्यूनल, मेरी appellate authority, my assessing authority, my taxman, she'll raid on me. So I'll leave you at this space. Whenever you have an opportunity, you can come down here. We'll have maybe more interactions. You can always be in touch with me through email. You can become a member of our Telegram group. We have a Telegram group where 24/7 we are in touch. They can ask questions, clarify doubts, anything whatsoever. Now, just 5 minutes, Gyandip will make you do affirmations, and then we will close this session. It's a beautiful thing. It will be your property lifelong. Do it anywhere, wherever you want. It has the power to change your mental state to a very peaceful state.
We as human beings are blessed with the power of mind, and we generally underestimate it. And positive affirmations are the statements which we use to empower our mind. So let us begin with positive affirmations. For this, we have to close our eyes and stretch our arms, open our arms. Open your arms wide, placing your palms towards the sky, because when we open our arms, we attract positive energy. And when we close our eyes, we will be able to concentrate on that positive energy. So open your arms wide and believe in whatever you say. Kindly repeat after me. I am happy. I am healthy. I am positive. I am divine. I am relaxed. I am successful. I am Poorna Ananda. I am Poorna Ananda. Believe in each and every word that you say. Say out loud, I believe in myself. I am focused. I am well prepared. I am well prepared. I have a strong memory. I am Poorna Ananda. I am Poorna Ananda. Let us repeat it once again. Feel the joyfulness in your heart, feel the happiness inside you, and say, I am happy. Feel the goodness within you from head to the toe. Feel a healthy body and say, I am healthy. Feel the peaceful vibes present in this ashram and say, I am peaceful. With complete confidence and belief, say, I am successful. I have a strong willpower. I enjoy learning. I am fearless. I am successful. I am confident. I am Poorna Ananda. I am Poorna Ananda. I am Poorna Ananda. Feel the blissful state of your mind, and when you say that you are happy, you are healthy, you are peaceful, feel that happiness within you. Feel the peaceful state of your mind, feel the bliss present in your mind right now. And kindly divert your attention, divert your awareness towards your head. We will now be doing a small visualization technique for our goal achievement. Divert your attention towards your mind and think of any goal that you wish to achieve. Think of any goal that you wish to achieve, any short-term goal or any ultimate goal of your life. Think of that goal in your mind, and now slowly divert your attention towards your Ajna Chakra. Ajna Chakra is the place between your eyebrows, in the middle, in the center of the forehead. In between your eyebrows is the Ajna Chakra. Divert your attention, awareness towards the Ajna Chakra, and now see your goal at your Ajna Chakra. Visualize your goal, imagine your goal. Whatever your goal is, feel that, see that your goal is being accomplished. You have achieved your goal. At your Agya Chakra, see the picture of you achieving your goal. Whatever your goal is, it could be exam related or it could be anything other than that. See your goal being attained by you at your Agya Chakra. Do not concentrate, do not focus on the process of how you are going to achieve it, but see that you have achieved it already. Focus on the end result. That happiness which you would have attained after achieving the goal, feel that amount of happiness, feel that intensity of happiness right now. Live that moment in this moment. Feel the surroundings around you. At that moment, the kind of surroundings, the kind of atmosphere you would be in, feel that surroundings, feel that atmosphere right now. See the faces around you, your family, your friends, everybody is happy for your achievement. Everybody is happy and they are all celebrating. You are celebrating too. See this picture in your mind very clearly. Whatever your goal is, if it is related to the exams, if you wish to achieve a desired result, see that you have achieved that result and you are celebrating. The amount of happiness which you would feel then, you are feeling it now. Live this moment. In this moment, you are celebrating. See this picture in your mind very clearly of your goal accomplishment. And now, from our mind, this picture which we are seeing it very clearly, this happy moment, this perfect picture, now from our mind, we will be sending it towards up in the sky. See that from your mind, this picture is now going up in the sky and now it is being projected on the sky. The picture is being projected on the sky, on the huge sky. And now you are seeing your goal which you have accomplished, the picture of your goal up in the sky. The picture is now slowly is being faded away, which means that the goal which you have sent up in the sky, your wish, your desire to attain the goal, it has been received by the cosmos. You have sent a message to the cosmos and it has now been received by the cosmos. And at this moment, you feel very relieved, a sigh of relief and happiness, and a bliss that you have now achieved your goal with this confidence, with this happiness. Now, take 2 to 3 long and deep breaths. With every breath, feel that happiness inside you. Bring a smile on your face that whatever your goal is, you are soon going to achieve it with complete confidence. Bring a smile on your face and feel completely relieved, stress-free. And now gently rub your palms and slowly place them on your eyes. Massage your eyes, massage your face. Try to open your eyes looking at your palms. And when you open your eyes, the state which you were enjoying when your eyes were closed, keep experiencing, keep feeling that state even with the open eyes. Thank you.
You can keep doing this whenever you feel at home, in the office. When you do in the office, don't shout. Or sitting in the income tax office, mentally you can do it. Hari Agarwal ji was saying that in case anyone has any questions, some 5-10 minutes we can spend. Anybody has any questions, any clarifications, anything to share, anything, just feel free.
आपने acceptance के लिए बोला, how to accept, like my mind knows, my mind wants something, the reality is something else. How should I convince my mind, no, you have to accept this. I know I have to accept this, but then how?
What is reality?
Suppose there's a particular situation and I want something else, but the reality is something else.
Reality is what you believe in. Reality is what you perceive. That is the reality. Which means reality is the perception of our mind. There could be a situation which is not comfortable, which is not normally looked at a good situation, positive or favorable situation. Maybe an unfavorable situation, right? If you accept it as a positive situation, even though it is a negative situation, you look at an unfavorable situation as a favorable situation, that unfavorable situation will become a favorable situation. The reality will change. Acceptance will make reality change. This is the condition of the mind, that reality is different and my acceptance is different. In acceptance, you have the power even to change the reality. Because eventually, everything is what your mind believes in, what your mind perceives in. Suppose you are sometimes you are sad. Now, is the reality sad? Or sadness is projection on the reality? Reality could be different. This could be a projection of something else on the reality. Now, if you start saying, I am happy, these affirmations, you will get out of this sadness and you will become happy. So eventually reality is here, not outside. The more you start accepting things as they are, as I am saying, accept things as they are, without judging, without analyzing, you will become a peaceful soul. And when you become a peaceful soul, your potential powers will increase. That is the whole idea here. And if you struggle, you create conflict, you will become a weak soul. So to become a strong soul, you have to accept things as they are. Something which is uncomfortable, get out of that. Something which is unfavorable, take it as unfavorable for eventual favorable situation. It will become favorable. This is how you have to perceive. This is how you have to accept. In spirituality we say that कोई नुकसान भी होता है, किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, किसी ने आपको गुस्सा किया है. No, reality is गुस्सा किया है. Somebody criticizes you. So you are looking at it as a reality that he is criticizing me, he or she. I will look at it that he or she is criticizing me for something good, to help me. So the reality has changed. I don't feel bad about it. See, the reality has changed. He or she is helping me for my good. Maybe मेरा ego बढ़ रहा था. Maybe इसके साथ मेरा कुछ अच्छा लिखा हुआ है. If I lost money, maybe I am going to gain more than what I have lost. कुछ अच्छा के लिए बुरा हो रहा है. Reality has changed. So the acceptance changes the reality.
After a certain point in life, the working woman juggles between two priorities, that's her family and her career. So how should she strike a balance between the two, or which should be her primary priority and which should be her secondary priority?
In my view, there is no bigger assignment, no bigger goal in life than a family harmony. Even if you are career oriented, you are going into the world trying to achieve something big, But if you're not able to spend time in the family, if the family harmony is not created, then I don't think those achievements are of any value in life. They are valueless. Values are here. With the people whom you live all the 24 hours, they should be more important than those people whom you meet maybe once a day, twice a day, or once in 10 days and make them try to happy or try to fulfill your ego of your intelligence, of your knowledge, of your experience, getting name and fame. That is all Maya. It is illusion. So, in my opinion, there is nothing more than family first concept. The balancing should be such that family has to be given time, enough time has to be spent with the family. Then take out whatever time you can take out from that family. I was in business, and in those days when I was in business, I was a very big businessman. I was a very big industrialist. And she is the witness to my lifestyle. And we were growing leaps and bounds. Every year, normal growth is what in any business? 10%, 20%. You would have seen. My growth was 10 times. I would never agree to less than 10 times. That was an attitude. Now you can imagine what happens when it is 10 times or multiple of times. I won't compromise on anything less. But yet, family time to business.
Though he was growing by leap and bounds, but his office timings would always be 9 to 6. After 6, no phones at home. It was only time for the family, for the children, for his parents, and for me.
And in fact, I would share that as I was growing more and more, I was finding difficulty in even spending 8 hours in the office. My work would get completed in 3-4 hours. And rest of the 3-4 hours, I would just look at Stardust, Filmfare magazine, or sleep on the sofa, or talk to some friends. I was killing my time. This is another indication of a good administrator and delegation, that over a period of time, your working hours should reduce. As your working hours will reduce, your growth will increase. Most of the people have a reverse concept. Growth means more working hours. No, you are not growing. You are not efficient. You are not productive. You are killing your time. You are not a person who can delegate. You are not a person who can take decisions. The growth means less number of hours to be spent in the office.
Being the majority of the crowd present here is the female, so I request the female Guru Ma to just say one word or a few for all the girls present here.
Since you all are going out to a new world now, where we'll be getting married and then children, plus career, it is a very tough time for a lady. But as Guruji has said, we will have to balance and give more time to parents, wife, and children, because in the long run, money doesn't come to help at all. It is only blessings that will help you in life, and blessings we can only get from elders. Serve them well, take care of them well, and the blessings which we earn, this will help us in our next janma also. It will help us against all the negative vibrations which people will emanate against us. And I know it's going to be a very tough life for you all, because as housewives, when we were younger, we didn't have to go to office. We were happy at home. But you all are in a struggle within 2 lives. Office, and you have to balance with everything. So only blessings and help from your family members will make your life a very good journey.
And love from the youngsters, children, etc.
So love has to be given, love, time, and love is selfless. So it should be selfless. And that will help you grow very fast.
if you have no compulsion to earn money, just forget about career. Maybe offer your services, offer your knowledge to people, only have that much time which you can take out from your daily household routine and spend on that. And if you are having a compulsion to make money, then get a job, get into profession, but as I said, limit it to a fixed timing so that you are comfortable with the family, with your spouse, with your children, with your elders. Grow as many times you want to grow. Let there be no limit to the growth. Let there be no limit to the growth, but without sacrificing at the family front, without sacrificing on your inner happiness. This is the most important aspect of life. Don't do that. Never ever do that, sacrificing on your happiness and on the family. I can say 2 words on Guruma. She has sacrificed her life for me. Whatever I am today is only because of her. So much support. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And if you want to be happy, like she's happy, I think she's happy. 36 years of her life, she has enjoyed her life thoroughly just by following one simple concept to support the husband. Whether I was in business, I kicked business, I got into spirituality, she supported me 100%, I was in business. She supported me 100% in spirituality, she also became spiritual. She did everything which I was doing. Just by merely supporting me, in return, she got all the happiness in life. If you can support husband, support the family, support elders, the happiness which you are craving for, you will get from them free of cost. Just like that. Yes.
Guruji, I would be frank in accepting. Most of us were reluctant before coming here. But now all of us are feeling very good and blessed, and we know we have realized why we were brought here. I, on behalf of all my batchmates, would say that we feel blessed to have got an opportunity to come here and listen to Guruji and Guruma. We would like to thank you, sir, for inclining us towards spirituality and bringing a lot of positivity in us, which is much needed in our profession, and also making us realize how it is important to be happy and successful and not just successful.
Very nice.
Happiness is the ultimate success. And also I would like to thank our president, Mr. Devraj Reddy, and Agrawal sir for bringing us here. Thank you, sir.
I was also a little reluctant to bring them because ideally they are supposed to go to some industrial training or something like that. But our president, C.A. Devraj Reddy sir, was very keen in imbibing moral values, right spirits in them, young generation. So that's why he preferred generally to take them to Ramakrishna Math in every batch. This time, due to Hari Agrawal sir, we came to know about this ashram, and due to his efforts, I can say efforts, they are all blessed. And I have to thank, first of all, to these young girls. Because of them only I was here now. I am on office duty now today. Next, my sincere thanks to our president sir and Hari Agrawal sir. Then I am very much blessed. Yesterday I was talking to them, I was telling them, somebody was objecting, sir, why to spiritual or religious places and all. I told them, see, I am an atheist basically. I'm an atheist basically, and I was wondering why Hari sir was touching his feet and all, because I never believed in those things. But today, I think I deserve. Because nothing great than being a human. Sir told about human being. I tell nothing great than being a human. Being a human, I believe in humanism. Now, I think that we're all blessed being here. I am speechless. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here I would like to add one thing. The way he said that I am an atheist, I am also proud to say that I was an atheist. I used to go to temple with Guruma after my marriage. She used to follow, rituals, do puja, temples, and I would never go inside the temple. She tells me that I want to go to temple. Okay, let's go. And I would stand outside the temple. I used to tell her, you can go and do your puja and come out. She'll say, why don't you want to come inside? I said, if that fellow who's sitting inside, the God, that fellow means that God, he's my fellow man, no? He's not different than me. So I used to say, if that fellow who's sitting inside, if he's not outside, I don't want to meet him. And if he's outside also, I don't have to go inside. That one small thought. So atheist will be the biggest devotee now.
We are in search of God.
Mr. Ravi Shankar, he's also chartered accountant, and he's officially in our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Center of Excellence. We came into close contact when we were doing the 7-year work of the recently conducted that international conference of chartered accountants, and he was very devoted in his work. And during that interaction, we used to share some of the things, and with the president also, I used to share some of the things of the Guruji, and we happened to share, just see the YouTube videos of Guruji along with him. So he said that we'll have this thing, but Mr. Ravi Shankar was later on also, he just continued the same efforts, and last batch, they were not feeling that we can bring it here, but there was a proposal. But this batch, he said that this is a very good batch. In the beginning only, he told me that this is a very good batch, sir. And he told that this batch we will take to the ashram. And suddenly yesterday he called me, and I am very happy to say that he has made groundwork, more efforts than we all. And with the blessings of Guruji and with the blessings of Poorna Ananda Swami.
Yesterday, I was told that around 100 freshly graduated CAs are coming. So I was told that there are some girls also. I said, okay, girls also. I came for those girls. ये लड़कों के साथ में दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. Morning when we saw you were all girls, then Guruma told me, आपका dream पूरा हो गया. What is my dream? Few days back, I told one of the followers that we'll have a ladies kitty, ladies spiritual kitty. Few days back. So the vibrations spread, and all the men, boys are out, only the girls. So ladies kitty. Today is our ladies kitty day. I am feeling so happy because you are all like my daughters. My daughter is like this. I get connected with girls very easily because I am very much connected with my daughter. And daughter-father relationship is such that relationship of purity. And what all came out is pure, sheer experience. What I would guide my daughter, I would have guided you. What Guruma has taught you, told you, is about what anybody, any mother would tell their daughters. Because these days career means money, job, tension, stress. Eventually you don't get anything. She is one who's really blessed by elders. She is one who's loved by youngsters, children, everyone. And she is the happiest lot. You can look at her. Physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm not. Anyway, I'm also a happiest being, seeing her always in that happy, joyful mode.
Yeah, I think because of the blessings, I got my enlightenment also through Swamiji. It was only blessings that has helped me.